guys, and welcome back to the channel. And this, you're going to say, is a little bit early for Halloween, but if you're a fan of Halloween like me, it's never too early from Halloween. So as with most years, I shall be doing another tag this year, and I think it was the same last year. The tag that I decided to do was from David Diggs, who does a Halloween tag at Halloween, and they're always really fun. The videos he puts together to ask the questions are always really creative. His questions are different every year. They're a little bit different from the normal questions. So let's kick off with David's 13 questions. I will link at the end of the video a link to his actual tag, put it in the description also. And I also noticed that Shannon from Rusting Willpower has also done answers to this tag, so pop over and check out her answers also. Let's get on to the 13 questions on David Diggs' Halloween tag 2024. Number 1. Are you a superstitious person? If you've been watching my videos for a while, you will know I've got a bit of a thing about magpies. I cannot explain this to you. I don't feel I am a superstitious person because I will walk under ladders, I will walk on cracks on pavements, I don't panic if I see a black cat. Some people will say black cats are good luck, others will say they're bad luck if it crosses your path, but if I see a single magpie, I get a bit not very happy about it, because there's an old rhyme, if you haven't heard it, there's constant workmen walking past here dumping stuff down by the riverside, here we go, dumping stuff down at the river. Anyway, that's not part of the Halloween tag, sorry, they're just distracting me, something shocking. So 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, and 4 for a boy. It does go on, but that's only 4 I've ever needed, because I've never seen more than 4 magpies at once. Now, I always want to see 2 magpies, so if I see one, I look around desperately to see another. 2 for joy, but I only ever seem to see 1 magpie, one for sorrow, which distresses me quite a bit. I don't know why. So am I a superstitious person? Mostly no, but when it comes to magpies, yes. Don't understand that myself. Number 2, Ghostbusters is hiring. Would you apply for the jobs? Do you believe in ghosts? I really enjoy Ghostbusters. My Friends Movie Massacre and Adam Paul Beaumont, APB. I had one occasion playing the Ghostbusters game with them online. It's the one and only time I have ever played online, like live with anyone, which was a lot of fun, but they're both so good at it and I'm monumentally shit because I haven't had a lot of practice. So that's the only Ghostbusting that you're likely to get me doing, because I'm a big Jessie, because ghosts scare the living daylights out of me. It's probably my most feared thing. If I watch a horror movie that is going to frighten me, the subject matter is going to be supernatural or ghosts, if it's done well. So would I apply for the job? No. Do I believe in ghosts? Yes. Have I ever seen a ghost? No. Have I experienced very odd things that I can't explain? Yes. I do believe there is a little bit more that we can't explain in this life. I have been silly enough to use Ouija boards. It has worked. I do believe there is a little bit more. Do I want to see it? Absolutely not. So no, I would not be applying for that position. Number 3, best vampire movie. Okay, my favourite vampire movie is the original, the really old Nosferatu, the black and white silent movie, which I think is stunning. It's creepy, it's atmospheric. More up-to-date ones, I love Lost Boys. That's what happens when you get to a certain age. Lost Boys is up-to-date. I love Lost Boys. I really enjoy Let the Right One In. I love Interview with the Vampire. But my favourite kind of vampire movies now these days are ones that depict the vampires as real, bloodthirsty, nasty, visceral, not so much the romantic side of things. I tend to prefer the 30 Days a Night kind of vampires. They're the ones that frighten me. But still, my favourite vampire movie is Nosferatu. I'm really looking forward to the one coming out in December. I cannot wait. Number 4, what are some gateway into horror movies to suggest to someone apprehensive about horror? I find this one really difficult. I find some animations pretty creepy, like Coraline is one, which I really enjoyed. Paranorman is one which is fabulous. Monster House is a really good one. So if you're talking younger viewers, I would say watch those kind of animations, and do you like that kind of style? Obviously things like the original Beetlejuice, the new one's coming out today, I'm going to see it tonight, I cannot wait. One of the first horrors that I saw was Poltergeist, but I showed it to my son when he was about 10, and he was really nonplussed about it. He found nothing remotely scary about it, so perhaps Poltergeist, even though it's responsible for me shitting myself most of my childhood about ghosts. So I'd suggest animations, to be honest, and then go into the sort of like comedy horror, family centric horror. Like there's the one that Adam Sandler did quite recently. Was it Hubie Halloween or something? That one's quite a nice one. Something funny, something more about the whole trick or treat side of things and not so much the scary side. But I think you can get some pretty scary animations, so check them out with those first. 5. You're stranded on Halloween night and need a ride. Christine pulls up. Are you getting in or will you be walking home? I'm getting in, guys. Would you get me walking outside at night alone in the dark? Absolutely bloody not. I wouldn't be in that position in the first place. If I'm, as Shannon very rightly said, if I don't get in, Christine's probably going to knock me down anyway. So I'm going to take that experience and get in that really cool car, hear what she's playing on the radio, and hope for the best. Hope that me and Christine can become pretty good friends. And together we could seek out some nasty criminals to go take out to satisfy her thirst for blood, eh? I don't know. So I'm getting in Christine. 6. If you were to get a Halloween themed tattoo, what would you get and where would you put it? Right, I'm a fan of the tattoo, as you can see. One I would really like, and I don't know if this counts as Halloween themed, I'm going to say yes, is I want a raven with Nevermore written under it. Obviously for Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, which is my favourite piece of writing. So that is a little bit Halloween-y, isn't it? But if it had to be specifically Halloween themed, it would probably be something quite cartoony with skulls. I like the idea. You know that like famous photograph of the dogs with sheets and one of them's got a little like trick-or-treat bucket in its mouth? I like the idea of a cartoon with dogs dressed up in Halloween costumes and like little candy, you know, like the little candy corn things and stuff around it, like quite a cartoony version. Where would I get it? Probably somewhere in my arm. I fill up space I've got on this one. Right, so that was 6. Number 7, do you prefer caramel apples or candy apples? I have never had caramel apples. They sound delicious. Here, candy apples tends to be what everyone has. I had them a lot as a kid. Not so much now, I just find them messy and a little bit disappointing, to be honest. Shannon did mention apple slices dipped in caramel sauce. Now that sounds like something I want to be trying. So we might, I know Marks and Spencer's, if you're in the UK, you'll know who Marks and Spencer's are, do this like really rich caramel sauce in a really posh little glass jar. So we could get one of those and some apples and try that. That's an idea. Number 8, do you carve a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween? If you do you carve it before or on Halloween night? Yes, we do. We don't call them jack-o'-lanterns here, we just call them pumpkins. We do carve one every year. We have done for, well, for as long as my son's been with us, and even before that point. We usually do one each every year, so there are 3 usually outside. I took to mine with a drill the last few years, and we've got nice little like patterns on them. My husband's much more artistic. He can do better designs than me. We do carve them before Halloween night. We usually carve them the day before or maybe 2 days before so that they're out and ready on Halloween. Right, so we've got a Dobby. A Dobby has just arrived. Hello, darling. Say hello to the camera. Oh, there she is. Oh, right, you'll have to sit on my knee because you're interfering with my dress now. Number 9. What is a must-see movie for you to kick off the Halloween season or to watch on Halloween? Look what she's done to my dress, honest to God. For me, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. I watch it at Christmas and Halloween. It gets me proper in the mood for both. I wouldn't say there's a movie I have to watch every Halloween. I do really like the original Halloween. But things like, I like things quite older or fun. I would say the Lost Boys is a good one. But I don't have a specific movie I must watch at Halloween. I'm happy to really pick any Halloween themed movie, but I would say Nightmare Before Christmas is one that I will watch every Halloween. This dog is looking at me like, please, it's not tea time yet, Dobby. Number 10, Halloween costume emojis. Describe what costume you will be wearing through 3 to 4 emojis. Let me see if I can guess what your costume will be. Right, I don't know if I'm dressing up this year because I am going to see Crash Test Dummies in Derry on Halloween night, which I cannot wait for. It's the 30th anniversary of an album they released, which I just adore, called God Shuffled His Feet. My son and husband are coming, but they're not going to the gig. Derry is like a really big city. Not the Derry that Stephen King always writes about, Derry in Northern Ireland. They have a massive Halloween celebration every year. They have a big parade of people dressed up. They have fireworks. They have loads of activities going on. So they're both dressing up. My husband is, I can't do this via emojis. My husband is dressing up as, now you know the thing where Michael Myers' mask was taken from a Captain Kirk mask. So my husband has got a boiler suit a la Michael Myers. He has dyed it the same yellow as the uniform from Star Trek, and he's put like some stuff around the collars to make it look like the uniform. I think he's put the little Star Trek logo on it, but he's wearing the Michael Myers mask. So he's doing a mashup between Michael Myers and Captain Kirk, if that makes sense, with the boiler suit and the yellow and the badge. So he's wearing that. My son is dressing up as one of the members of Slipknot because he's massively into Slipknot at the moment. He's got his mask, he's got his boiler suit, he's sorted. Number 11. Leatherface's chainsaw, Michael's knife, Freddy's glove. What is your favourite signature weapon? All day long, Leatherface's chainsaw. Of course it is. I mean, how many other bad guys out there have chainsaws? Don't list them in the comments. I know there are some, but chainsaws, come on guys, it's flipping terrifying. It sounds cool, it looks cool. That infamous scene of Leatherface waving about in the air is just terrifying. So definitely chainsaw for me. Number 12. When someone mentions the movie Trick or Treat, which movie do you think of first? Trick or Treat from 1986 or Trick or Treat from 2005? Come on guys. I'm a big fan of rock music. I'm of a certain age. For me, it's always going to be Trick or Treat from 1986, which shamefully so many people haven't seen. Get onto that. It's such a good movie. This is a movie about a young, misunderstood guy who's feeling a bit depressed. His favourite rock star performer passes, Sammy Carr I think his name is, and he finds a way to communicate to Sammy Carr through his records, and perhaps maybe even resurrect him. And the music in this is done by a band called Fastway, who, the soundtrack is fabulous. The title track from this movie is incredible. I love it. I've watched the performance of this by the lead star over and over so many times. Ozzy Osbourne even shows up in this. It's a must watch. If you like rock music at all and you haven't seen Trick or Treat from 1986, get on it guys, it's fabulous. I much prefer it to the 2005 movie. I do enjoy the 2005 movie, but it's not a patch for me on Trick or Treat from 1986. And finally, number 13, list 5 songs in your spooky season playlist. I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to say listen to the album October Rust by Typo Negative, and pretty much it is October Rust. It's set during Halloween. It's an absolutely beautiful album. My favourite track on the album is called Wolf Moon. Absolutely beautiful, and that would be my recommendation. There's more than 5 tracks on there. So I'm hoping that suffices. I'm hoping I can cheat with that. My other dog's about to start barking because there's a fly in the room that she's heard. If I say it, wait till you see this. If I say the word, she gets annoyed. Molly, is there a fly? Don't like it. Now she's now looking for a aforementioned fly. And with that thought, I shall leave you guys. That is the 2024 Halloween tag from David Diggs. Please do the video if it sounds like fun to you, and please also mention that it does originate, I shouldn't have said fly, from David Diggs. I will link David's video at the end and also in the comments, along with the questions for you to do the tag. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Over and out from Lisa Loves.